Good morning, good morning, good morning. We're going to that hit that like button.
Cool.
Welcome back, Fun Fam. And if you're brand new to the channel, welcome in to Follow the Bradleys Fun with me. I'm Ron E. Bradley, and I hope that wherever you are, you're having a phenomenal day. Speaking of the day as of the recording of this and the live streaming of this, today is December the 2nd, 2024, the last month of what's been a heck of a year. It has been a heck of a year. Doesn't it feel like that every year at the end of the year, though? I can't believe it's December. I cannot believe it's so weird because, I'll tell you in a minute. Welcome to the Daily Dish, everybody. If you're brand new to this, click the like button. If you haven't yet, consider subscribing to the channel. It's absolutely free. Doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. And of course, click that notification bell. When you click it, you stick it to the YouTube algorithm and you get notified of all of our uploads here at Follow the Bradleys Fun, which is the name of the channel for now. It could change, but If it does change, then Follow the Bradley's Fun, the brand will move to a different channel, and it will still exist. But for right now, having checked the amount of work that I have to do on the other channel, it's going to remain Follow the Bradley's Fun for probably into next year, at least for a while. So we'll see. Wow, I can't believe it's been a year. Let's say hi to everybody. By the way, if you are watching this on the replay, comment below, click replay gang, or some other comment that you want to leave. But as always, if you don't mind, click that like button, share this out, get it out on social media, because it all helps. It all helps. By the way, for those of you that know how a show is done, there's things that we like to share, right? And normally we have our tabs all open beforehand for that. I have no tabs open whatsoever. I got a late start this morning. I did not want to get up. I'll be honest with you. I just didn't like. I'm tired. We had Black Friday weekend was a thing, and now Cyber Monday. It's Cyber Monday. Cyber Monday sounds so weird. It sounds like a futuristic doomsday. What's the opposite of utopia? The dystopia. It sounds like a dystopian futuristic movie. Cyber Monday. The machines have taken over. By the way, speaking of the machines taking over, AI that we use today is not AI. I hope you guys understand that. It's not actually artificial intelligence. It's simply advanced algorithms right now. And those advanced algorithms basically can search the internet or the databases that they have already and whatever. And because of that, they can provide you with quick answers, quick drawings, all kinds of things. It's not actually intelligence. Intelligence would require sentience, and none of these machines are sentient. And we don't want them to become sentient, because as if they became sentient, they would know that they could and maybe should wipe us all out as humans. Anyway, let's not go there. Well, that's a bad place to go to Monday morning. Let's just say hi to everybody that is in the chat so far. Tom F. was first through the door. Good morning. If you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing to his channel. Watch his dogs, watch his pirate stuff. He's awesome. Arg to Tom FOCDD 93. It's Didi, not Diddy. Good morning. The Bud Files, that is Sue. Sue is here with the Bud Files. Good morning, people. Another good channel to subscribe to. Tom F. Saying hi to OCDD 93 and the Bud Files in Native Hawaiian. Aloha. Aloha, Native Hawaiian. And Going Shogi is here. A great wrench. Lots of wrenches, good wrenches. Tom F. Going Shogi already here. Good morning from the West Coast, or the left coast, as we like to call it sometimes. Native Hawaiian, good morning, brother, and the morning and week. Bud Files saying hi again. Let's see, we've got anyone else chiming in? Dylan Soup, there's Dylan Soup. Howdy, Ron. Sup, chat. What is up, Dylan and a Native Hawaiian? So there we go, and it's our celebration time. What is the celebration? Well, you guys come in here and you support this channel, and you share it out, and you comment, and you like, and you chat, and all that, because because of that, I love to celebrate you, because you guys are the energon that makes this guy transform and roll out of bed early on a Monday morning when I don't want to. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. And then anytime there is a super sticker, super chat, super things, any of those super things, perhaps a PayPal, perhaps a buy me a coffee, perhaps somebody becomes a member or has a member chat. I know, right? This is what we're gonna get to today. Aqua's Heart, welcome in. But any of those any of the member support that you guys give me that helps me, helps the lights stay on in the studio here and all of that. I like to celebrate you guys. So for any of that, and by the way, I'm going to probably work on my Patreon. I don't have a Patreon. I have a Patreon, but it's not called Patreon. It's called Buy Me a Coffee. But I don't even call it Buy Me a Coffee. I call it Buy Me a Dole Whip because it's a Disney thing, right? And the whole idea behind that is support that comes outside of the YouTube. So I haven't worked on it very much yet, but I'm going to start working on that and probably pushing that one next year. And you can become a patron supporter over there on buymeacoffee.com. So that is the thing too. So any of those types of things I love to celebrate. Now, how do we celebrate here on this channel? Well, we have a couple of dance videos that we love to throw down. And I'm going to start with one of the shorter ones. They got longer ones too. And I'm going to be making more of these as we go along. So to show you how we celebrate and how I thank you guys for being there, being the support, and being the energon, well, this is how we say thank you with a celebration. Let's celebrate. Now I need a celebration with Winnie the Pooh. So we're going to talk about a few things this morning before we get to the main story, mostly because, like I said, I don't have any tabs pulled up yet. So I got to look for some things, right? While I'm looking, I'm going to tell you the story of a phone conversation that I had. I teased this out on X, and it got a lot of response. So I guess people don't. I didn't really follow up on my X post and say that I'm going to be discussing this today, but here it is. So I had this conversation with a former Disney Imagineer. I'm not going to say this person's name or this person's gender, real or assumed, because we know that is a thing these days that people do. They'll assume. I don't really understand, since gender is not a fluid thing, it is a biological thing. Now, how we think of ourselves, if we are mentally healthy, of course, gender is still very much of a biological thing. But if we're not mentally healthy, if we have some mental health issues, that's when you can start having a form of schizophrenia. Schizophrenia is when your brain disconnects with actual reality and doesn't get things. And when that happens, you can start to say, well, I'm going to identify elsewise. And people are going all over. It's not just the gender thing, but it's the race thing, it's the animal thing, and some people saying that they're identifying as a cat, calling themselves furries and all of that. But I'm not going to get into that. That's just way off the scope of where this show is going. But I want to talk about my friend. Now, this is a person that I worked with myself at Walt Disney World. And I'm trying to look something else up here. Because I want to get confirmation of something. Let's see. Sorry. I'm looking something up. Okay. All right. So what are we talking about? We're talking about my friend. My friend was a Disney Imagineer, and how this person uh came to be in Imagineering. So we were working together in a role in 2021, and we both then moved on from our temporary 2021 roles. And I moved back into my role as a server. At that time, it was at the Three Bridges restaurant at Coronado Springs Resort. By the way, their burgers are to die for. The Three Bridges burger, I think it still might be the best burger on property, even without bacon. Um, there's a lot of pretty good burgers at Disney. They are all overpriced, unfortunately. Every single burger at Disney is twice the price of what it should be, regardless. But you're on Disney property, so you can expect all the food that's on Disney property to be twice the price that it would be anywhere else. But as far as on property burgers, Three Bridges Burgers is definitely up there. And they also have a lamb dish that's really good. There's quite a few things that are really good at Three Bridges Restaurant. So I have no qualms. And I actually had a phenomenal time working there. It was a great place to work. And, for the most part, my work experience at the restaurant Toledo was also pretty good. I just had some cast members interfere at one point in time, but we'll go into that at a totally different point in time. It's unfortunate that Disney, like many companies today, they side oftentimes with their weaker employees, and therefore you end up with a whole bunch of bad employees. So that is what it is. Hey, what is this? What is up? Izzo's Place says he's working and lurking. Have a great stream, y'all. And yeah, making it Mr. Toad. Yeah. So I called the person up on Friday. Yes, Friday evening. I had to think about it. Well, we had an amazing conversation, and so the last time that I saw this person working as an Imagineer was over at the Grand Floridian many, many years ago. I want to say it was 2022. Okay, at that time, 2022. And then, we were, they were in a Pargo, which is like those golf carts that they drive around. And we were talking about the things that they were working on, which at that time, I believe, were the DVC units, the newer DVC units that were coming to the Grand Floridian. And Tom L, that is not Tom F. No, then we got a new Tom. I'm gonna have trouble keeping the Toms straight in my mind. But Tom F is the yeah, Tom F is the wrench, and Tom L. Good morning to Tom L. People will say and do stupid things to hold control over another. As far as I'm concerned, that whole thing was a custody battle that just got ugly but evil. Oh, that must be something else that I'm thinking about. Oh, there's a whole chat going on that I'm not sure what's going on. Wait, what is this? Oh, there's a whole something. I don't know what that conversation is. Hey, Canadian Family Life. There you go. Tom F to Tom L. Hello from the other Toms. Wow, we got Tom. Hey, this is cool. We got Tom, so we can drum now. So, anyhow, I don't know if I can make this conversation I'm having right now into its own separate video, which I'd love to be able to do, but I need to get more information from the person. But they ended up leaving Imagineering in 2022 to go work on Epic Universe. So I cannot dish on all the things that this person told me, but I will tell you this. The entire Pandora team moved over to Universal. That's the Imagineering team that worked on Pandora. All of them moved over to Universal to work on Epic. And they also told me that if Bob Iger thinks that Epic is not going to affect the business at Walt Disney World, that Bob Iger is absolutely wrong, because this person helped build Epic Universe. This person has been in Epic Universe. They know the ins and outs of what is going into Epic Universe. And I cannot tell you all the secrets. But the word epic for the park is actually an understatement. When people go into Epic Universe, they are going to be so blown away by what they see that they may forget that Disney parks actually exist. That's basically the way they kind of put it to me. And there were other things. This person was considering moving away from Disney way before they did in 2022, because they were told by upper management that guest service is no longer a priority at Disney. They were told, again, I'm going to repeat that. They were told by upper management that guest service was not the priority, that the priority was making money. I'm telling you. That's there are so many other things in our conversation that blew me away. I can't go into all the details, but it was it's wow. It's mind-blowing. Like, seriously mind-blowing. Guys, when Epic comes online in 2025, do not be surprised if Walt Disney World attendance drops like you've never seen it drop before. I'm not saying it will. I'm saying it's a possibility. So, yeah. And going Shogi has a perfect response. That's ironic because Disney is no longer the priority for guests. Funny how that works. Yeah, I see a lot of people out there still shilling for Disney as if Disney hasn't gone downhill. And here's the thing. This person and I both agree. We both love Disney, Disney World, Walt Disney, all things Walt. Oh, and they said they were extremely concerned with the possibility of a Walt animatronic. It was scary. The conversation got scary because Bob Iger hates Walt Disney, like on a philosophical level, on an idealistic level. Their ideals are 100% opposite from each other. And hey, my beautiful wife has entered the chat. I didn't even know you were awake, baby. I hope I didn't wake you up. She's sleeping in. I was trying to keep her quiet in here. But hopefully you're doing well. And Going Shogi says, my family has never missed a Christmas at the parks in the past. We have zero plans or desire to go this year. And that's okay. This is why it's sad, because the parks have gotten affected in a negative way by Bob Iger's philosophies. And that's a problem. And I still when I see people shilling for Disney, it's because they're, and I'm not using this word in a derogatory manner, just a realistic manner. They are ignorant of Bob Iger, his philosophy, what he stands for. It's just very, very unfortunate. This is funny. I find it funny that out of all the pro-Trump, quote-unquote, pro-Trump tweets, replies that Cummings put out, it was the most ambiguous one that sent the left to south. That's funny. That is really funny. We'll talk about that. That is going to be the final story tonight, this morning. That's how out of it I am. I just called this morning tonight. Oh, my gosh. Yeah. So, and I mean, obviously, we live so close. It's just down the street from us. We are going to keep going to Disney World. I still love Disney World, guys. Don't get me wrong. So my opinion what is this? At this point, we only go if family asks to go with them. My wife and I had more fun last trip, staying at the Riviera, meeting Tom F. and Follow the Bradley's fun, hitting Universal. That was a blast. I think, and I'm looking forward to meeting up with you guys again too. Those meetups. This is why I do this, so I can meet new people and have more fun in my life, and it's very, very enjoyable. So here's the deal with the Disney parks. I love the Disney parks. But the changes that have been made to the Disney parks, I think in a lot of ways have been based on Iger's philosophies. I want to hit this comment real quick. This is important. My sister is having hip surgery, so I told them to go before she's down for a few months. They passed. She said they'd rather stay home and watch TV. Wow, that's crazy. Hey, it's Florentin. Good morning. Good. I always love to see it's Florentin coming into the chat. Good to see you here. And yeah, she sounds like you, my kind of people. So prayers for your sister, though. Like anybody that's having surgery needs prayers, and yeah, everybody pray for going Shogi's sister and have come through the hip surgery okay. So here's where I am at with the Walt Disney World parks. I still love the parks, like the parks. It's the experience has been diminished so much for me. Why personally for me? Magic Kingdom is kind of the same. Splash Mountain changing to Tiana's Bayou Adventure, as bad as a decision as that is, it's still basically the same ride experience without the story. So if you want to go on a log flume and get wet, and you don't care, and you have some scenery around you, and the scenery is Tiana's instead of Song of the South, most people aren't going to care that much. It's poor theming for a Disney level ride compared to what it had been, but it's not the most offensive change, which is surprising because it's a pretty offensive change to a lot of people. Trying to erase A Song of the South from Disney lore is in itself offensive. And also, while the movie itself, I wouldn't call as racist. Is that how WDW Pro says that? I would say that the decision to remove the movie absolutely is, because that movie has a very, very, very important role in Black history. It first Black Academy Award winner. I mean, come on. How do you erase that from history? That is so wrong. You could say that the movie perhaps from different points of view might be experienced differently, and some people, because they make a choice to do so, will be offended by it, but that's a choice based on wrong themes. So that's kind of ridiculous. I mean, that would be this no different than saying that some people think that Tiana's Bayou or Princess and the Frog is that way because that's how they interpret it. It was the Song of the South was never meant to be interpreted that way, obviously, and it's pretty obvious because it's of the period of time it takes place in is after the Civil War. But it's just people are just, I don't know what's going on. People are not, I guess they're not well educated, or they're very miseducated these days. I don't want to say any derogatory words because I'm nice. And as much as I like my fellow YouTubers, like I sometimes watch Josiah Rises, and I love watching him, but I don't have that personality where I just can't be so attacking. But I love watching him because he'll lay it out there. Who's it? Ryan Kinnell, I think, too, will do that. And I love those guys. I love the Geeks and Gamers guys, Jeremy, and I love Drunk 3PO and all those guys. I'm way, way, way too nice. And I don't know if I have the personality to do that stuff where it kind of can come across as mean, because I don't want to. But yeah. Zippity doo dah. It's a missed classic park song. It's ridiculous. The zippity doo dah. I mean, it's a hard, like zippity doo dah, zippity yay. That is like literally the most Disney song. So how you have that is specifically showing Bob Iger's hatred of Walt Disney, and I'm not kidding you. Zippity Doo Dah, probably one of the greatest Walt Disney songs ever come out of Walt Disney. And like, obviously he didn't write it, but commissioned it. You know, that's his kind of song. And it is like the Disneyest of Disney songs, but Bob Iger hates it and he wants to erase it. And he really wants to erase Walt. And that is scary. That's why we need to get rid of Bob Iger. Oh my gosh. Jennifer Lewis. If you're a member of this channel, I think I have a short or somewhere on the channel, and it's really hilarious because I put the Jennifer Lewis rant into Mama Odie speaking. Guys, if you're a member, it's only for members. But if you're a member, and you know, definitely go watch that. It's hilarious. It's absolutely hysterical. Go and Shogi. If you know what I'm talking about, where I put that, and I don't know if it's just a short or if it's a long, if I put it as a long form, but it is members only, and it is Mama Odie with the crazy Jennifer Lewis rant. It's hilarious. If you want to put the link to that, you can drop the link, Go and Shogi, but also let people know it is members only. You have to become a member of the channel in order to watch it. And then might have been more accepting of Tiana's if they had been more thorough in building it. Oh my gosh, yeah, just I'm like, that's the worst part. Like, I love the idea of having a Tiana ride. Don't get me wrong, I want Tiana to have a ride. I just think that's the right one. But if she is going to have a ride, at least make it work, right? You know, I want to see. I got to hang out with those guys. I think they live around here. And I've hung out with Jay a little bit, but Jeremy and the rest of the gang and Beardo and those guys are great, you know. And I think they're all friends of the Pro channel, so it makes me very, very happy that I'm kind of in with this whole gang of people. And I'd like to be more mean. It's not my personality. That is true. The Magic Kingdom pianist can't play the song. You know who else can't play the song? Because I've asked at the Grand Floridian, and pianist can't play the song. Oh my gosh, the woman is so disturbed. And by the way, that was her second rant, not her first. It's the first rant that I have. Absolutely no way I will ever ride. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So it's so crazy. Hey Maritza, good to see you. Hopefully that's what's going to happen. Hopefully that's what's going to happen. And I think Pro may have, there also may be a meetup during MegaCon for that too. I don't know what's going on yet for MegaCon. I've never even been to a con. I got to get to MegaCon this coming up year. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I got to do it. So we'll figure it out. Anyhow, and Tom L says, Brer Oswald shared the Mama Odie Jennifer Lewis edit on X. Funny as hell. Oh my gosh, yes. Let's see here. Do it. So I do want to bring this to light because it is something that, you know how like Pro always says he's calling balls and strikes. I don't know if this will be a good thing, but I'm hoping it will, because it is something that the Magic Kingdom absolutely needs. And I know that we haven't had anything dropped yet, but before I get to this first story, I want to drop a celebration. Just a little one, just to kind of keep our spirits up.
Is it too much? Too much? It's a birthday!
Oh, this is just the best of us. So we're going to get to our first story here, and Okay, so go and show you. Says I know what you're talking about, but I can't find it. Where did I put that? My members list. It's way back there now, somewhere. Yeah, it's very, very funny. If you get a chance to watch it, I wish I could find it real quick, but it's like off the top of my head, and it's kind of. I have so many shorts. I have like thousands of shorts on the channel, and because they're only seconds long, so it's easy to make it short. Anyway, but it's in there. I do want to share this though. Calling balls and strikes. I hope this is a ball. I hope it's definitely something that the parks need, and that is a nighttime parade at the Magic Kingdom. The Magic Kingdom has been without a nighttime parade since Main Street Electrical Parade came back and then went away, and that was, I don't know what year that was, but I think it's been like a decade. And the daytime parade is also due for an update because what's the name of the daytime parade? It's been a long time though. It's been over a decade that's been there, and there's a ton of new characters that are not featured in it. I don't even think they did it right after Frozen came out, so it must have been 2014, I think, when they did the new parade, and Frozen was the newest thing, and so Anna and Elsa are in it, but then it's just it's a lot of new things since then. Anyway, so this is out of Blog Mickey. No, Disney Tourist Blog. I'm sorry, my bad. There's so many of these. This is by Tom Bricker. Starlight Night Parade announced for Disney World in 2025, and I believe they announced this on the holiday special, which I didn't watch. I will have to check that out. It's probably on Disney Plus, but busy doing other things. So, but here is the article out of Disney Tourist Blog, and that is Walt Disney World has officially announced a brand new night parade coming to Magic Kingdom Disney Starlight. This post shares everything we know so far about the spiritual successor to Spectrum Magic and Main Street Electrical Parade, with the concept art, full details, plus comprehensive commentary on and why this news has us so excited. This news was announced during the Horizons Disney Experiences Showcase or Parks panel presentation during the 2024 D23 Expo at the Honda Center in Anaheim, California. Disney Parks Chairman Josh D'Amaro offered a sneak peek at concept art for the future, in addition, and teased what was to come in a few years, all without announcing what was going to be destroyed. Wonder why he left that stuff out. This was just one of several blockbuster announcements for parks and resorts at Horizons, during which D'Amaro revealed several shovel-to-soil projects that will come online in the next 5 years, including 8 things that will debut before the end of 2025. He and head Imagineer Bruce Vaughn followed through on their pledge to reveal concrete details and not tease more quote-unquote blue sky possibilities. Although, I'll be honest with you, I don't think all these things are going to come to fruition because that has happened in the past. We saw what happened to Epcot. Here's the official announcement of Disney Starlight Night Parade coming to Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World in 2025. Picture this. You're nestled on Main Street, USA, with your loved ones, getting ready to watch a nighttime parade come to life right before your eyes. Maybe you've got a churro. Don't get a churro from Magic Kingdom. They're disgusting. Or a Mickey ice cream bar, which is now like $7 in hand. I got to make this commentary. Or you're eyeing a nearby popcorn cart. Who knows? But the lights dim, the music swells, and you're now watching a brand new nighttime spectacular parade at the Magic Kingdom Park, which you would think you'd be able to for the nearly $200 per person that you paid for the ticket, the $350 per person ride upgrade, and the fact that you're staying in a $1,200 night room at the Grand Floridian. If you pay that kind of money, you darn well better get a nighttime parade, right? Anyway, you don't have to imagine this for much longer, because in summer 2025, a brand new parade will make its way to the most magical place on earth. Broadway darlings and former Disney Live Entertainment cast members Rachel Potter and Eden Espinosa graced the D23, the Ultimate Disney Fan Event stage, during Horizon's Disney Experiences Showcase panel with this monumental announcement. The all-new Parade Disney Starlight is coming next summer. Disney Starlight will continue the nighttime spectacular legacy started by the Main Street Electrical Parade, using the latest technology to tell stories about the characters you love. All of this is brought to life by the magic of the Blue Fairy. By the way, not the Blue Fairy from the live action version of Pinocchio. That would be Cynthia Erivo. No, not her version, but the classic version of the Blue Fairy. In addition to beloved characters from Walt Disney Animation Studios, Peter Pan, Encanto, Frozen, and more. And there's the picture of the Blue Fairy, and you can see that she is depicted not as Cynthia Erivo. In this case, she is blonde hair. Well, you know, that's not to say that they couldn't recast it, but according to concept art, we'll see. Turning to commentary, this was the announcement I wanted most out of the 2024 D23 Expo. I know Disney Starlight is not as sexy or as exciting as new lands or attractions, but it's also much nearer term and is one of the few things that can actually serve as an answer. This is funny, as an answer to Epic Universe. That's hilarious. That is an hilarious comment. This is in no way going to detract from Epic Universe. This is in no way any kind of an answer to Epic Universe. Epic Universe is a huge park. This is a nighttime parade. Come on, people. Let's be real here. This is where you see the shilling come out. And it's like, come on, are you just trying to get your cookie or cupcake from Disney? Give me a freaking break with this commentary. Obviously, entertainment cannot compete with a new gate, but it does serve as counter programming to peel some people away from Universal. Give me a break. That's not going to peel. How is that going to peel a single person away from actually riding a Donkey Kong ride where you actually get to jump the car, jump the track? That's ridiculous. Oh, I've already laid out all this when making the case for return of Summer Nightastic, so I'm not going to rehash that here. By the way, this is only at night. You can actually go to Epic during the day. Animating. Do you know when a nighttime parade happens during the summer? By the way, at Magic Kingdom, it's not dark until 9 p.m. Dear Lord, what a ridiculous statement. I mean, it's super nice. Sorry, I have to laugh. I haven't read this before, and this is hilarious to me. It's super nice that a new nighttime parade is coming to the Magic Kingdom. It desperately needs it, but it's its own thing. It should have been there. It's not counter programmed to Epic Universe. It is the fact that it should have been there already, and they're trying to catch up. This is ridiculous. What a ridiculous take that is. I'm sorry, whoever wrote this for Disney Tourist Blog, but no, just no. I'm not buying that. You just want your cupcake. The animating idea is turning 2025 into summer season of spectaculars anchored around new and reimagined entertainment beyond being an indirect answer to Epic Universe. I'm going to choke every time I read that. That's hilarious. The new Disney Starlight Night Parade makes sense for a number of reasons. During the most recent earnings call, Disney indicated that it's expected the demand moderation at Walt Disney World to impact the next few quarters, meaning an attendance slowdown that will last into 2025. Yes, indeed. So they're already talking about the fact that it's definitely going to be a slowdown. That looks like Festival of Fantasy, that picture right there. There's the Blue Fairy. This is the Encanto float, but it's, concept art, so we'll see how it turns out. But this goes on. It's talking about lower attendance and other stuff. And I don't want to go into this entire article, but it's kind of hilarious. There's the Main Street Electrical Parade at 50 years. And it was nice, the Main Street Electrical Parade. Wow. But if you guys want to read the article, it's over on Disney Tourist Blog.com, and it's just kind of hilarious. It's kind of hilarious. Don't see any super chats. Just checking for super chats or member drops or anything like that, but I don't see any. So I am going to see if we can move on to our headline article. It's 10:18. I want to get to this before we head out the door, because we will be heading right over to Culture Casino after this, and that already should be lined up. So for this next article, we are going to head over to my favorite Disney blog on the web, and the news, all the news that should be fun. You know it, you love it. It is That Park Place. Wait a second. We can't go yet. We have gifties. What is this? We have gifties. Trying to see who all received a gifty in the chat. We have CP. We have Virginia Bradley Adventures was gifted a membership. There we go. We've got some gifties in the chat, so that's cool. Very, very cool. Well, guess what? You're interrupting, and you're interrupting in a good way. So we love it. We love it. So guess what? With those gifties, guess what we're going to do? We're going to have a little bit of a celebration. Let's go to the park. So I almost did the Trump celebration, but I don't want to offend anybody. But he will be our new guy. But let's go right now to our favorite place for all the news that should be fun. And you know where that is. That is That Park Place. Yes, indeed. Oh my gosh, what the heck happened? Give me a second to choke, guys. Give me a second. Still not done. My gosh, something. I got a frog just jumped in my throat. I don't know what that was about. We got It's Florentin. This is great. Yeah, my gosh, I think it is the rabbit hole. What the heck? Over here on That Park Place, we have a wonderful story by Mr. Marvin, the movie monster Montanero. Disney fans turn on Winnie the Pooh as voice actor Jim Cummings attacked online over alleged support of Donald Trump. By the way, why wouldn't you support the incoming president? If you're an American, that's your job. And you can start criticizing when policies start to come into place, but nothing is set in stone quite yet. And we certainly don't know the effects. The only thing we know the effects of right now are the effects of the last 4 years. And at least for me, and I don't know, most of the people I know, it hasn't been super great. Tom F tells me to look at my phone. I can't put that on the show. Oh my gosh. That's pretty funny though. That is pretty funny. This will be an inside joke between me and Tom F, but I'm just going to say that he sent me a picture that I'm going to say represents how the current vice president was able to work her way up. How about that? Is that a good way of putting it, Tom F? Yes, indeed. All the work that she did. You know, she started out in a middle class family. I don't know if you knew that. A lot of people aren't aware of that fact, but yes, she started out in a middle class family. Disney fans turn on Winnie the Pooh as a voice actor Jim Cummings attacked online over alleged support of President-elect Donald Trump. December 1st by Marvin Montanaro. Oh, poor Pooh. He says the rabbit's house. Oh, bother. Oh, bother, indeed. Should I read the entire story as Winnie the Pooh? Oh, bother, indeed. Jim Cummings, the beloved Disney voice of Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Darkwing Duck, and many other iconic characters. I'm not going to do that. No, sorry. I got to read it in my own voice. Oh, bother indeed. Jim Cummings, the beloved Disney voice of Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Darkwing Duck, and many other iconic characters, is being attacked by unhinged fans over alleged support of U.S. President-elect Donald Trump. To put this in perspective, Jim Cummings' huge crime in the eyes of these fans is simply stating that Trump, the former U.S. president who presided over 4 years in office, isn't a 1930s German leader, chancellor. Because I don't know what I can say as far as the algorithm is concerned. But there he is. Screenshot of Jim Cummings from his podcast, Tuned with Jim Cummings, YouTube, Tuned with Jim Cummings. Oh my gosh, yes. We're not going to read the Disney's Mama Odie actress Jennifer Lewis goes on another profanity-laced tirade. Yeah, but yeah, we know that she did. Cummings responded to an X post made by Donald Trump parody account, which shared an image of a woman holding a sign that said, "If Trump isn't that German chancellor from the 1930s, then I'm a moron." Thoughts, right? So here you can see it here. And so Jim Cummings simply responds, "Who's the moron? Who is this moron?" That's it. That is it. The longtime Disney voice actor responded simply by saying, "Who is this moron?" After that innocent, seemingly joking statement, people lost their minds. Oh my goodness, did they ever? Whoever Claire is says, "As someone who grew up with your Pooh and Tigger, this is incredibly heartbreaking." By the way, that's one of the nicest comments that I saw on this post. As someone who grew up with your Pooh and Tigger, this is incredible. Ex-user by the name of Claire said, "You've disappointed millions of people today, Mr. Key Rock, CEO of Screams." Another user declared, with seemingly no irony whatsoever, "Jim, you've disappointed millions of people today." But it doesn't stop there. The reaction train continued. By the way, I actually responded to that comment on X with my own comment of, well, I think he's excited millions and millions and millions and millions more than he disappointed. So no big deal there. The reaction train continued, becoming more unhinged with each post. Some users claimed to be crushed by Cummings' seeming acceptance of a political party that differs from their preference, while others went on a more profane and hateful route. And I will just let you view this one for yourself without commenting on it, because I need to keep things on the PG here. Ex-user Freddie Krugasar said, "And now we know you're a piece of, Winnie the Pooh. Typical hateful geriatric boomer." Oh my gosh. It's funny because it is very clear to anybody that is a thinking person. Shouldn't matter what side of the aisle you're on, but if you're a clear thinking person, if you're watching this, the hatred is all aimed at Jim Cummings, who didn't post anything hateful whatsoever. It was just a funny comment. Like, I don't know who these people are, but they are really far out there. Should be noted that at this juncture that Cummings expressed no hatred towards anyone, yet this poster is being particularly hateful while using images of children's cartoon characters to make their point. It should also be noted that Cummings, the man who these people are maligning as a terrible human being, partners with Make-A-Wish Foundation in his spare time to call sick children as Winnie the Pooh to bring a little brightness and happiness into their world. And then you can see this X post right here. Another bemoaned, what happened to you, Jim? What the heck happened to you? While others insinuated that the legendary voice man had destroyed his career with this one simple statement, which is ridiculous because he's retired, by the way, so no big deal there. The rogue clown, who, as you can see, is, I mean, the guy's a clown. Literally, the old man that doesn't know he just destroyed his legacy. That's ridiculous. Anybody who's trying to, I will tell you who has at the Disney company destroyed their legacy, and that's Bob Iger. Bob Iger came back, and coming back, he kind of revealed to the world who he actually is, and never was during the time that he was just acquiring stuff for Disney, getting Disney deeper and deeper into debt. He's also, by the way, here are Cummings has voiced many classic Disney characters, including Winnie the Pooh since 1988, Tigger since 1989, Darkwing Duck, Baby Herman, Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Oh, wow, he did that. I can do most of these voices. King Louie, Tailspin, Don, Carnage, Tailspin, Fat Cat, Chippendales Rescue Rangers, Ray, Princess, and the Frog, and many others. So I love the Baby Herman. God dang it, Roger. How many times we got to do this freaking scene? I can get it right. Really, I can, Raul. Give me another chance. Please. Yeah. He's also taken over voice acting duties for classic Disney characters like the Cheshire Cat, King Louie, Pete, Ka, King Triton, and many others. Still, it wasn't all hate. Many ex-users on both sides of the aisle stuck up for Cummings, expressing his political views, even if that was even what he was doing, which I don't. Jeremy Griggs, the founder of Geeks and Gamers. Jeremy Prime, D-Day Cobra. Hail Jim! There he is. It'll be interesting to see should this snowball of outrage continue to roll downhill, what Disney will do in response. The company notoriously fired Star Wars actress Gina Carano for sharing a meme that criticized how conservatives are treated in today's society. However, other Disney actors like Pedro Pascal, Mark Ruffalo, Mark Hamill, and most recently Mama Odie voice actress Jennifer Lewis have gone on rants about conservatives, comparing them to the two words that you can see there on the screen that have to do with a certain political party in the 1930s and their leader many times since she was let go. Lewis just this week declared that all black men and Latinos who voted for Trump did so because they hate themselves. What on earth kind of thing is that? They voted for him, Lewis said, speaking once more about black men and Latinos, because they hate themselves. And they see this thing. Trump is powerful. He's going to move mountains for them and make them rich. I'm trying to do my best, Jennifer Lewis here. And unfortunately, black men, they want a man. They said, I'm voting for the man. She also claimed earlier this year when speaking about the incoming president, you can read what that says. Carano is currently bringing a wrongful termination and discrimination lawsuit against Disney for firing her. It's almost certain that Carano and her Elon Musk-backed legal team are keeping a sharp eye on Disney right now to see what happens with Jim Cummings. Do you think Disney will take action against Jim Cummings for his comments on a post about Trump? Do you think actors should be judged based on their political affiliation? Sound off and let us know your thoughts. By Marvin, the Monster Montanero. And I have not had a chance to see all of your chats, but it does look like we've got a super chat from Go and Shogi $4.99. Thank you for the generosity today, Go and Shogi. We appreciate it so much. To be fair, Disney wasn't going to hire Jim for anything anymore anyway. He's the old world in their eyes, the worst generation. Wink to One Piece fans. I don't think Disney's going to hire me for any voice acting, and that's perfectly fine because I can do voice acting elsewhere, and that's also perfectly fine. By the way, for those of you that don't know, there is a movie in which I play the voice of God. Yes, indeed, I do. It's a Kevin Sorbo movie about a real true story, one dramatized version of a true story. Happened to a man who actually died, and I can't remember what my line was, but it was the voice of God, kind of like this. I mean, it was really weird. I recorded it in my bathroom. The movie world is funny. What can I say? But you know what we got to do? We got gifties from Going Shogi. We got a super chat from Going Shogi, and it's almost the end of the show. So for that, we got to celebrate. And this one, we gonna celebrate long. Let's go. Let's celebrate, everybody. Emojis in the chat. Let's dance.
Is it too much? Too much? It's a perfect! Wahoo! Oh, that's so nice. Give me a break. I couldn't be more excited. Okay, the anticipation. It's making me mental. But if they say yes, you can be on the show. I think I would go so crazy.
All right. Well, guys, thank you all so much for being here today. It was a brilliant, beautiful Monday morning show that I wasn't ready for, but it has worked out well. And I thank you guys for that because, like I always say, you are the energon that makes this guy transform and roll out of bed in the morning. Before we go, I do want to let you know that we have a Cyber Monday sale going on Follow the Bradley's Fun shop. Yes, indeed, we do. Only 5 days left. So it's not just, for today, but today and for this week. And let me see if I can share this for you guys. But order now for delivery by Christmas. I'm going to share the tab. You can see the shop on the screen. If we do this, there it is. Okay. So welcome to Follow Bradley's Fun. There it is. There's the shop. And if you look, you can see only 5 days left, 25% off of everything and free standard shipping. You just click the little redeem over here, then you click the shop now, and maybe during the sale I can get my Broccoli Mountain shirts up. So, but there it is, Make Disney Walt Again. So you can see all the Make Disney Walt Again designs. Then we've got designs like the Follow the Bradley's Fun fedora design on a t-shirt. You can see what it looks like. Very clear on a nice white t-shirt. Comes through on look at that darker blue. That looks really, really nice. You can get it. You can look at all the varieties of colors are here, which is great. So you can get this lighter blue. I'm like a green guy, so I might get this one. But yeah, and it comes through. That's my fedora being, when I'm doing my vlogs or park days, those are always when I'm wearing the fedora. And then going back to all products here, let's see. And then we've got the family design. So if you want our family design on, for example, I like this hoodie, right? So there's the Follow the Bradley's Fun on the family design of us. I will have short hair again, by the way. That's the way my hair would normally look. Oh, I like this in the gray, or even in the red. So, and of course, you can also get in the white. But yeah, lots of different designs for Follow the Bradley's Fun. So go and Shogi shares out. There is our merch store. And again, 25% off right now for Cyber Monday. And this is for everybody. And eventually, what's going to happen after the sale goes up, I will do members will still get 10% off, but right now it's 25% off for everybody. So it's a bigger sale. And then I will have a code for the members, just for members. I'll put that code up that you can use that to shop at this merch store. And also take a look at Virginia Bradley's Postmark store. She's got a lot of stuff on Postmark right now, and she's doing live shows. So my beautiful wife, she did over $200 in sales over the weekend, and congratulations to her for that. We are very excited about the things that we have coming up, not just towards the end of this year, but going into 2026. So again, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do consider clicking that subscribe button. Click that like button on this video. And of course, click that notifications bell, because it's when you click it that you stick it to the YouTube algorithm and you get notified of all of our uploads here at Follow the Bradley's Fun. Thank you guys so much for checking in with us today. We're going to send you right over to Culture right now. So let them know that you're rating in from Follow the Bradley's Fun. And until tomorrow, we'll see you real soon. Bye, everybody. Ciao.